Say Devil Summoner in Japanese. Oh yeah.
This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello humans, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button. Now, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode...
Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Oh yeah, I got a quick shave, guys, because it's been a long week. I finally got a Saturday off, and it's been hectic. I haven't been active on social media because I just haven't had time. I've been working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day sometimes. Actually, most days during the week it's 10 hours a day, and then I work Saturdays. It's been crazy, but very rewarding, guys. I love my job. I'm not complaining, I just haven't had time. Today I want to talk about my Sega Saturn, my beautiful baby right here. You know, back in the day, I wasn't able to give my Saturn love. Just couldn't afford to. I barely had the Saturn itself, right? You guys have, heard the video and what have you. But one of the advantages now, later in life, now that I'm more seasoned, is that I can go back and check off the bucket list of things that I always wanted to do with my Saturn. One of those was this. Remember back in the day, Electronic Game Monthly or Game Pro, what have you, all these magazines would have advertisements in the back. And, in the late 90s, honestly, 97, 98, 99, I wasn't able to get many games. One or two games a year at most, if that, and they were used. As far as premium, and I get a few here and there, but I wasn't getting the games I wanted because obviously I was raising a family and what have you, so there was priorities, right? So one of the things I'd love to do is read these magazines from top to bottom, guys. I would go through every article, every picture, sit down with my kids, look at them. They were babies. I didn't know what they were looking at. Sometimes we'll see, when they got older they did, but then they weren't interested in the pictures. But man, I used to look specifically at stuff like this, for the Saturn, and look at all these names, Holy Ark and Dead Heat, and things that I knew were coming and would come out here, but the system was an expensive one for starters, and the games weren't cheap. But I always like to look up the information on these games and be curious, especially about the games that weren't coming here. The games that were Japan only. That was always real weird to me. Why is it Japan only? How come we can't get them? And I would try to look up as much as I could back in the day. This is pre-internet regarding these games. But I always had that desire, to order these games from these retailers that you would call up. You give them your credit card number or send them a check, and they would send them out to you, which is pretty awesome. If you're into collecting, this is pre-eBay. Like I said, pre-internet, and it was just the market of the day, right? Bowser's flexing. And now that I'm older and I get to go back and search for these games, search for a lot of Japanese imports, specifically for the Saturn, because the Saturn prices are just crazy. They really are for American titles. The ones that I own are super expensive, and I own them because I like them. I never sell them. They have sentimental value to me. But getting them now, and for the prices I'm getting them, guys. I'm going to take you through what I've gotten so far. There's a few coming down the pikes. I've gotten these from Japan. gotten a couple of these. Yeah, like all the new ones that you're going to see are from Japan. I'm not going to show you the old stuff because that we've seen already. I think the only one that I got when I was in Malaysia was Street Fighter Alpha. That's the only one. Everything that I'm going to show you here is stuff that I bought here in the States and that I've made part of my collection. Feeding my Sega Saturn has been a priority and such a joy. These past few weeks that I've been working a lot, all I've been doing is on the weekends maybe playing a little Persona and then opening up the games. I get them delivered at work, so it's like a little break that I take. I open them and I look at them and I go, oh man, I can't wait to play this. But yeah, I mean, it's been great. It's been great going back and buying the games that I always wanted to buy back in the day, and that's my hobby right now. It feels awesome playing them when I do have the time to play, and I can tell you this: I appreciate it as much or even more than the new titles that are coming out that I'm able to buy. But for me, it's been a goal. It's been a goal to have these games that I've wanted to have, that I've wanted to own, that I never got to own back in the day, and now I'm filling in those holes. Now there's diminishing returns, right? As the collection gets too big, you have to thin it out, because if you can't enjoy it, what's the point of having it, right? So I want to keep the titles that I want to play, So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've bought from overseas. I'm going to take them down one by one, and show you maybe a little bit of gameplay at the end of the Saturn and see what's up. Check it. Now they say everything comes at the right season, guys, and when I think back on my Saturn and the very few games that I had for it, but the love that I have for that machine, it's nice to go back, and check off the bucket list and give some love to my beloved console. And most of these games, guys, believe it or not, most of these games I paid only a couple of bucks plus shipping. That's all I paid. But I wanted to share with you guys these Japanese imports that I've been buying and unfortunately not playing. I'll do some gameplay at the end of this video because I haven't had the time. I've been working that much, guys. So if I haven't answered a comment or been in contact or being active online, it's because I have just been working my butt off in order to get these beautiful gems here. When it comes down to it, what do you want to do? You want to play? You want to work? You want to shoot videos? What do you want to do? So here it is, The Shining Holy Ark. Great game. I'm going to put some gameplay of it on there. I really want to get into it. There's a couple of kanji signs there that I'm still trying to translate in order to navigate through the menu, but after I finish Persona, this is one of the games that I'm going to be going with. And, these are titles that we get over here, but of course now they're just way too expensive. So this is what I could get. And what did I get it for? I got it for less than $3, guys. Alright, this I bought because this little guy right here, Messenger C. You guys knew him as Transer C over here, but I was always a big fan of these robots. Growing up, I grew up with a lot of anime in my life, thank God. And these cartoons got me through. Before video games, they were the ones who got me through tough times. But this little guy right here is one of the most special robots of my childhood. And man, when I saw this, I just had to have it. Believe it or not, it was $1.25. All right, Lunar 2. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Lunar. I couldn't beat it for the price. Again, this was less than $5. I think it was $3 and change. Okay, Street Fighter Zero. I think I've shown that to you guys before. I believe I got that when I was overseas, though. I didn't order it in this run. Enemy Zero. It's a classic. I like that finish. Look at that. I gotta play it. telling you, I gotta give the Saturn more love. Been spending a lot of time on Persona, but I'll get to it here soon enough. Look at that. Grandia. Yep. It came out for the Saturn. Look at that. And just going and handling the games, guys, and looking at the quality that they're still in. Oh, man. I mean, it's just, oh man, it's just so relaxing to me, guys. Especially after the couple of weeks that I had. This is a fantastic thing for me. Gundam. Who does not like Gundam? Look at that. And you don't need to know Japanese to enjoy these games, guys. You can just pick up and play. Yep. If you have a Saturn, $3 will do it. Look at this one. Look at this presentation. Oh yeah, look at that. Book. Remember those days? Look how clean this is. Look how clean this is. Look at that. For as much as they charge for today for games, don't we deserve something like that, guys? Don't we deserve something like that? Look at that. Oh, alright. Oh, this is a couple of Persona games that I got for the PlayStation. Let's see here. Put those out of the way. This is a Shin Megami Tensei. Oh yeah. See, is that the compilation? I'm not sure. But this recently got a translation, I believe, of Sakura Wars. And I look forward to playing it. It's in great condition, guys. Great condition. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm almost ashamed of telling you I paid 99 cents for this. Say Devil Summoner in Japanese. Oh yeah. Alright guys, thank you for joining me this Sunday morning. Thank you for spending time with me or whenever you're watching this video.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.